Right, guys, some interesting news. Top 5's got FA, so we'll be leaving today.
It was nice. Nice 2 months of LAPD. Code zero.
No, it's just a quick. There's some things we need to go over. Obviously, I'll be talking about the subdivisions. And I'll be getting the directors up to have a wee word about what's happening in the department. There's obviously some promotions. So if you do get your promotions today, stay on after so we can get your roles in TeamSpeak and get your roster updated at the same time.
Well, promotions will be in the end, but there's also another big announcement that will be in the end as well, which is pretty important.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just go over my stuff now, and then I'll leave it to you guys. Okay.
Go ahead.
Right. So most of you have noticed that we've got some changes in SWAT. We are still working on the call signs, but you'll notice that there's actual rules in the department. So a quick explanation of that is that just say you join SWAT as a captain, you actually are a private in SWAT, and we're going to set like different specializations, things like that, just to give some idea of progression. Right. But again, we won't be rolling that out until we figure out the call signs. We'll try to work on it today, but there's just no consensus there. So, secondly, let's go on to MBU. I'll get him up to speak in a minute, but just to announce that Dom is going to be a new assistant director of MBU. The drill sergeant's moving all over apparently, so that'd be that. Okay, I'm going to quickly touch upon another change in MBU, but I'll let him go into a bit more detail. As we are changing the call signs to deconflict with sheriff, and what it's going to be is just your actual LAPD call sign, but with a letter in front. I'll let him tell you what one. Motor, that's the one. I'm looking at it and I couldn't read it.
Yeah, so if you're going active MBU, so for me, if I'm MBU, I would refer to myself as Motor 1201. It's all pretty straightforward, and it makes it easier for dispatchers and everyone else.
I mean, I mean, we're just touching upon anything. If you've got any questions, just at the end, just pop them and we can answer them. But I want to discuss something. I mean, I was going to open the floor to the detectives leaders, but I don't think any's here. It was just basically, I wanted to speak about gangs, but I think Singh wanted to go over that. Do you want to go over that now, or do you want to wait till I've finished my list?
The grow stuff?
Yeah.
I will talk about it after.
Cool. So, Ruben, can you talk about the most wanted?
Yes. So we're going to be doing another Most Wanted event soon, either as early as tomorrow night or some point this week. We want to bring back Most Wanted again because it is pretty fun and it's a cool idea that we had going for a little bit and then just kind of fizzled off. So I'm going to be bringing it back. If you guys want to make a Most Wanted pad, feel free to contact me and I'll update the Most Wanted roster, which is still in important links in our Discord. And if you guys have any feedback for how we can improve the Most Wanted system or just any ideas about it in general, you guys can put in a PTS and we'll talk about it at the end of the meeting.
Cool. On top of that, we're also thinking about fun things to do. I mean, we all know the city can sometimes get a bit lonely at times, but what I want to do is start something a bit fun. It's like Most Wanted, but I've kind of called it the manhunt. So every fortnight we want to get 10 civilians in the city, and you team up, and basically the winning team gets to drive any Leo vehicle in a roster for 48 hours, even if they don't have the rank for it.
User was moved to your channel.
Obviously we have to follow server rules, no fail RP, be a public policeman, just don't go racing just so you win. But yeah, it's something that I'm specking out at the moment, and I'm going to put an advert out soon to get some civilians involved. I think that'll be quite fun to do. It's just like a big manhunt warrant kind of service that we need to pick up 10 people. But yeah, that's pretty much it from the subdivis kind of stuff. Give me 2 seconds.
A quick reminder, if you guys are involved in a priority, the second that anyone or any suspect aims a weapon at you, the lethal force is automatically authorized. Lethal force. The split second that someone raises a gun at you, it's automatically justified and assumed that you were going to shoot them. I sat down and I was in a lecture from a former police commissioner this past week, and we had a long talk about use of force. So if you guys have any questions about use of force or anything relating to it for on duty, feel free to message me on Discord or hop in my waiting room on TeamSpeak or anything whenever I'm on. We can talk about it. But very simply, just you guys are allowed to shoot them the second they aim a gun at you. There have been some cases where someone has aimed a gun at one of our officers and they haven't shot them.
Is using using your baton as a dildo a use of force correctly?
The baton can be used as a deadly weapon. If you guys are going to hit someone with a baton, you're going to hit them once, and you're not to hit them in the head. I mean, I know it's a 5M thing, but just for roleplay purposes, you can't hit someone in the joints or in the head. Those are red zones, and those are considered lethal force.
Also, to add on to that, same with vehicles. If you are, let's say, in a 1080 or some sort of call, and someone's coming at you with a car, that's a deadly weapon. They can hit you with a car and kill you. So if someone's coming at you with a car, you can pull out your firearm and start shooting at the person to save your life.
So, but Paul, I to be honest, I got rid of all the messages because I had about 10 pings. You send your question through again.
What was that?
Paul sent me a question, but it was in between about 10 other pokes while I was speaking, so I just closed them all. One thing we want to speak as well is you notice there's a lot of people went to FA. There's rules and rules that we have to abide, but don't have to abide. The strict rule is 700 to 704. You listen to regardless of what they're telling you to do. Also, I forgot what his call sign is, but Ray, is that not
714?
714. Listen to him as well, because he's a real life cop, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Also, Sison, he's in CHP. He will fucking kick your ass, so listen to him too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm mentioning that is because FA has been purchasable by that people that haven't been
LEO before?
Yeah. So I would say if there's any issues and they're overstepping, come to us because we'll just feed it back to the server directors immediately.
Honestly, go to really any top 5 from any department because then they'll go and kick their ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because FA has to listen to any head of departments.
I will gladly kick someone's ass who spent money just to gain rank.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nothing against it. They're helping the server at the end of the day, and if it's something they want to do, I have no problem with it. Just the overstepping.
But when they treat it like but when they treat it like they've earned it, they don't. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's basically. I just wanted to talk about because there's been some people asking about that, and we've all seen what's happened. I've not got a problem with it. Like there's one FA that wasn't a Leo before. I saw him on a traffic stop today, and he was actually. I'm not putting anyone here, but I'm talking about old LAPD. He was better than some recruits that came through there. So as long as they don't seem like they're overstepping, just go along with what they say, because technically they do hold the rank of commander in every department. But if there's any problems, any overstepping, feed it back to any top 5 that's available at that time, or just feed it back to us.
Yeah, technically they do hold a rank of commander, and if you're in a priority and they have seen command, they can tell you what to do and what not to do. But if it's going out of hand and they're kind of bossing you around, you can come to the top 5, and from 700 to 704, they're executive staff. Take their word as a word from the Bible.
Yeah. If they say you jump upside down and float from the ceiling, you better find a way to do that.
Yeah.
Even if you're skydiving.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, you guys got anything to add on to that?
PTS. I have not.
Okay. Well, we'll do the PTS before the promotion, so everyone can throw in suggestions, complaints, questions, whatever they got. But moving
for
on
final
to
announcement.
yeah, we'll do that too.
Okay.
Moving on to the Grove stuff. So lately, we're seeing too many gang activity down Grove, and they are pending organizations not approved yet. And in real life, a cop would never go down into a area where they know they're gang members. You will get killed. Like literally, you will get killed. And I don't want to see any marked units. If you're unmarked, sure, as long as they can't tell that you're a cop. Because I have seen someone. We'll get to the Taylor. I have seen someone. Not gonna throw a name. Literally in a Silverado, towing a generator, wearing a police uniform, heading downtown. They're not cops. That's not how it works. So, if you're a marked unit, if you want to patrol around Grove, like, I don't know, like Starbury or somewhere else, you can patrol around. But please do not go deep into Grove as a marked unit. That's kind of not even like RP at that point. And moving on to that Gangs and Task Force by Taylor, it's going to be, you're only going there, Gang and Task Force is kind of like Detective Division, so you're only going there if you have a reasonable suspicions to believe something or probable cause that something's going on. You can go down there to investigate, but you're not going to be patrolling down there checking on the gangs.
No, you can't patrol as detectives.
You want to patrol as gang?
But the detective gang.
You're
know what I
not
mean?
patrolling as gang task force either.
Yeah,
They don't patrol as that.
Yeah, you're only going down there if you're going there for something. Now, we'll talk to someone. Kyle's currently handling the subdivision, so you guys should talk to him instead. I don't know. He's not here. He's busy. But
Muted in the civ room.
yeah, he's probably out with his girlfriend. That's what he told me.
They don't patrol, they scout.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're looking for some suspicious activity. But since we haven't really had any cases for the Detectives Division, me, Brady, and Adam Dudley from CHP, we were actually working on cases. We're making cases and role play for the Homicide Division. Because gangs and narcotics, they're going to have some stuff with those gangs that are based in the city, not in county. So you guys can open your cases on them depending on what you have. But for Homicide Divisions, us three, I don't know if anyone else wants to join in. We will be making cases, role-playing for the Homicide Division. So it'll be in play soon. So get ready for that if you're part of the Homicide Division. It's going to be fun. And that's it for that part.
Is that what that Discord is?
What was that? Yes.
Is that
the
what?
one I added.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Discord.
I wondered what that was. I just ignored it. I was like, what the...
Join, put in a folder.
That's exactly what I did.
All right. There's been a few transfers lately, and I'm going to be transparent with all of you. As for your department, we work together. People have been leaving thinking that LAPD will shut down again, and I don't know what makes them think that. Maybe to say their top 5 is inactive, but here's the thing: top 5. I don't know why do you want us to patrol. If you're patrolling, there's no one doing the paperwork. There's no one making documents. That's what we are doing. All the documents that you can read, SOPs, train documents, we are making them. That's why you don't really see us on patrol. We are dealing with stuff. Maybe that's what people think is not going on duty and patrolling is inactive. But I don't know.
Even then, I patrol daily or almost daily.
Yeah, I mean, we have set up, like, for example, for now, Summons, me, Ruben, we are busy with real life. You can't. Well, I usually get on game, but we are mostly handling stuff, roster updates, roles updates, dealing with everything, just doing all the paperwork in the background, while we have Gardner and Brady to be in game to solve issues in game pertaining to the department. So we have it set up that way, but we have a big announcement today about that. We will be doing that after the PDSs. Well, the main part was this: we want to hear from you guys if you guys think the department is going downhill, or I don't know, any concerns that you have, any complaints that you have. This is the time you want to hear it, so we can fix it and make this department better, and probably get some more RP back to city.
Can I
So-
just interject? I
User was
forgot
moved
to
to your
ask
channel.
Taylor. Taylor wanted to have a couple of words about his subdivision. I do apologise. That's my bad.
Sure, let's do that before the PTS.
Yeah, Taylor.
Give him talk power.
Okay, so, of course, I'm the Director of Public Relations. Just so everyone knows, there is a position for Assistant Director. No, you do not need to be part of Public Relations to apply for it. Anyone part of the LAPD department can apply for this. Sometime this week, hopefully me and Gardner, if he's available, gonna look through, see the applicants, and hopefully find out who will be the assistant director. So just that, requirements are senior patrol officer and up, and that's it for me. The application will be inside of public relations in the Discord.
And Michael, do you want to say a couple of words?
User was moved to your channel.
Is Michael here?
Just give him talk power.
So,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm in game
He
looking
gave
at the
himself
names.
Yeah, talk power. Right there.
there he is.
Oh, okay. Do I have talk power now?
Well,
I hear you.
no, you don't. We can't hear you. Sorry.
All right. So, basically for MBU, as they already mentioned, Dom will be our assistant director. In terms of promotions, though, just real quick, I actually do look at the activity channel. If you guys were actually wondering, so going from senior enforcer to master enforcer as our lead supervisor and trainer will be W. White. And then going from enforcer to senior enforcer due to his high activity will be Mason G. And that's pretty much it.
Thank you. Anyone else from something?
Any subdivision command that wants to
Yeah.
talk? Wait. And Dom. And not Austin.
Hey, I just want to say a few things.
Talk
So
power
with
granted.
K9,
User
I want to try to get us
disconnected from your channel.
to all be a little more active. I know myself, I haven't been as active lately because whenever I've been asked to go K9, well, I've been doing something else busy, but I want us all to be a little more active, and also, from a few days ago, I need to make an announcement about this, but we can go into departmental K9. So me and the other heads of the K9s are going to make a Discord, so you can all, if you're going into departmental K9, you can go in there and talk to each other, basically, the handler and K9.
Yeah, just to reiterate on the back of that, that's actually been around for a while apparently, and that was our fault. We didn't communicate that to you, so apologies. That took a while to come about. But yeah, so you could be handler for another department as K9, or a K9 for another department's handler.
Yeah, also, I need to add something else. I've been told about people entering buildings about K9 with being K9 without the proper training. If you want the proper training, just hit me up. Or Jose, actually, because he made the documents for the training and we can get that done. Alright, I'm done now. You can remove my talk bar.
Cool.
Dom. After.
Alright, so a couple of things I want to throw out here. I'll leave my other PTS for later. This is just strictly subdivision related. Keep in mind, SWAT is always looking for more people. Minimum rank requirement of corporal. We are working on the whole progression system, as mentioned in the beginning of the meeting, where there's a completely separate rank that does not correlate with your PD rank. In addition to that, anybody of the rank of lieutenant or higher, Internal Affairs is looking for, I believe, one more investigator, and we will be closing IA. If you are the rank of lieutenant or higher, feel free to put an application in. The more subdivisions you're in, the better we can do our jobs and make sure everybody's having fun. And the longer we can keep Jose on probation.
Okay, motherfucker.
So add another month on that.
Wow. Okay.
Did
I see
Jose
how
just
they-
remove his, give himself
Yes, he did.
probation for
Hello,
another month?
IA.
Extend
Give
it.
him another month.
So disappointed.
All right. Any subdivision command that wants to say something before? Okay. Well, Richie.
Alright, yep, so just a reminder to our air ops guys, there is a meeting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. After that meeting, we will be opening up applications for air ops again. I believe we'll be looking for either 1 or 2 spots. Just stand by on that. But after that meeting on Sunday, there will be an announcement on the main Discord for applications. And you have to be a patrol officer or higher to apply for it. That's it.
What time is that in American, Taylor? Taylor?
An American.
Yes, an American.
In America.
What an
American
asshole.
time. Thank
Nice.
you. I mean, he said in
User disconnected.
EU or UK time, so I wanted an American time. Like,
I want an American time.
Administrative.
We
I
need
want
a
it-
stratum time.
Probation.
I want it
Bro,
in
that's
beer
10 o'clock
time.
in the
Gentlemen,
morning
can we
for me.
please, like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but, like, you were gonna chew up my hard drive. I'm recording all this bullshit.
It's an audio file. Jesus.
I'm also
Alright.
recording the meeting itself in-game.
Oh, well, that's your own fault.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're doing that. But anyway, actually, for real, PSA. Sheriff is starting park ranger. No, you can't patrol with them. I'm telling this to CHP too. No, you can't patrol with them. The park's up to them. Don't be patrolling around in the parks. We just made a new rule. If you noticed, there's a new rule in the server. You can shoot on POC, POH, and PIP as long as you're hunting and in your hunting grounds. That's also kind of an alert for all of you guys as well. So leave that up to them. And if you see anyone shooting PIP, PIC, blah, 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 and they're in like a parky area / not in a normal area, it's allowed now.
All right. Reminding me of our ORU division, our off-road unit, which will be a part of MBU. It'll be coming out soon. It's pretty soon. It's with the ATVs where you can go up on the hills, but it'll be pretty soon. Yeah, it's not going to be a separate subdivision. It's going to be a part of MBU. There's some additional. Okay.
Can I just jump out and say we do actually take your suggestions seriously. If we look like we shoot them down, it's not for any reason apart from we can't do it or we don't have the capacity to do it right now. But what I would suggest is keep the suggestions for the subdivisions flowing in. You've got good directors there, and if they can do it and we can do it, you'll get it. So we want you guys to have a good time, do what you want to do, and if we can, we will. Right, that's me. I'm going to shut down.
All right. Any last call for the subdivision commands if they want to say anything before we start the PTS? All right. Let's do the PTS.
Well, let's get Dom first.
Alright, so my PTS is gonna be based around the whole top 5 thing that's going around. Me personally, and I'm just throwing this out there as a generalization, this is a opinion. Don't want anybody getting pissed off. If I piss you off, oh well, there's a door.
Safe space.
Completely honest, one of the things is like with the activity of
User
the top 5,
disconnected
yeah,
from
we
your
have
channel.
Gardner, yeah, we have Brady, but there's a certain roleplay aspect that is being cut out with not being able to, interact with all of the top 5. For example, we go to top 5 as chain of command. We don't separate the individuals within top 5 in chain of command. We just go to the first top 5 member we can find. And there's just a certain aspect of roleplay I believe is missing with the. I wouldn't say inactivity, because you have to realize I am dispatch director. I understand the amount of time and effort that goes into documents, but at the same time I also try to put myself out there as much as I can. And I'm not trying to fault LAPD administration at all for this. I'm just saying it's something that should definitely be worked on. That way we can get this aspect of roleplay that is missing and bring it back.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that
Probation.
the announcement after. No, it's going to be that's something after the PTS. Who's next? Austin.
All right, so this is more of a statement here. Also in line with the top 5 thing. In real life, the departments like LAPD, for example, you guys will hardly ever see the top 5 as your patrol officer ranks and stuff like that. You guys have the chain of command for a reason. As long as your chain of command is active, like your lieutenants, your captains, your sergeants, all that, you guys shouldn't really be needing the top 5 as much. They, like in real life, the top 5 in the departments are normally at like City Hall or in their office at the station. They're hardly ever out on patrol. They're hardly ever out doing anything. So for you guys to be fearing for it being shut down just because they're not active in game shouldn't be an issue.
Yep.
Because, like I said, you guys have your chain of command for a reason. If you guys need it, you can order up the chain of command, and then they will get in contact with top 5 if need be. What?
Little.
Also, why are there no ashtrays in the station?
What's up?
Why are there no ashtrays in this damn station?
Captain's office. I'm serious. Go to the captain's office at the front desk.
Any other PTSs or anything?
Really? No PTS? Because I heard a lot of complaints. No suggestions, questions, complaints, anything?
I'll just add to what Austin was saying. I'm not saying I want to see top 5 out patrolling. What I am saying is that, with only 2 of them in game, the whole they're at station or doing governmental work at City Hall isn't even there. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see them patrolling because I know for a fact that's not realistic.
That's very true. No, it's a hard balance, and so we just want to let you guys know that we do a lot behind the scenes. You see me on a lot. It's mainly because I work from home, so I've got no other life apart from you guys.
Oh, now I feel special.
Apart from, see, when you came back, I took a couple of days LOA myself.
No, I mean, speaking for myself personally, every single day I'm on Discord. I'm looking at the forums. I'm looking at, everything that is not in actual Grand Theft Auto itself in game. So I do stay on top of everything, but when I'm working full time and I have 5 classes this semester, I can't, be on patrolling every day. But I do make time for the game when I have the time to do it.
You're doing a good job. Alright.
Sucks.
If that was Jose, he just wants off probation.
Bitch.
Okay.
Probation.
Alright, PTS, Jose.
Okay, so I've been seeing this a lot. There's a lot of arguments within RTO, and there's also a lot of units breaking RTO rules. Mainly the arguments about in RTO is about Air 1 flying too low, shit like that. Leave that up to staff. They decide how Air 1 should be flying, not you. Adding on to that, leave staff sits to staff. You're not staff, then don't deal with them. And regarding to RTO rules, if there is a dispatcher on, don't break any RTO rules. because then you end up getting your ass yeeted by rather me, Dom, or Matt. So you don't want to get that.
Since he brought that up, let me just throw this out there. I have gotten numerous reports of people breaking RTO. I've also gotten numerous reports of people failing to go off TOD. If you don't have an active dispatcher and you go 1042, 10.7, but you're going to switch to Civ and you stay logged into CAD, this is going to be a patrol warning or a violation of patrol procedures, and it will be followed up with in terms of internal affairs.
And also, it's pinned in general. If you do have a problem with one of my dispatchers, please do fill in that form, and one of my A teams will get with you.
Little.
Hey, wake up.
Is it? Is that all? Wait, you have talk power.
Hello, I just want to do a quick reminder of where we should actually be patrolling, because realistically we shouldn't be patrolling in Sandy, we should be like Palito or Great Ocean Highway, or just, not Great Ocean Highway, but like, you know what I mean, you shouldn't be in Sandy area, we should be Palito or Route 68 or places like that, not in the middle of.
I know why you're bringing that up, because me and you were 12
Yeah.
staff today, and there was
Yeah.
a couple of LAPD officers sitting at the runway. The runway at Sandy. We can be in Sandy, but we can't patrol Sandy. We can only be like if there was an incident where they requested a 32 and there was no responders, or even if there are, you can go and help, but you can't actively patrol or run signal in Sandy. Everywhere else on the map is fine, and I know all of the Civs go to Sandy, and it's hard. You want to be part of it, but we've not had any complaints from server admin. But that's not to say there might not be in the future, or from another department. So just try your best to just stay out of Sandy. I mean, I want to say you'll be punished, but you won't really. Just as a courtesy to us, please abide by the rule.
The more you stay in the city, the more the civs will go to the city.
A perfect example for that. I was off work on Thursday, and at 9 p.m. I came onto the server. I sat in the city, and and what I done was when a couple more officers came on, I set priorities in the city. Before long, there was nobody in the county, apart from when they were spawning into the game. If we're active, people will come down, and that's why we're wanting like the organisations and the gangs and stuff like that in Grove Street. But if we harass them, that wouldn't be realistic to like a gang patrol. Say they can go anywhere else. There's places in Palito they could hit up. There's places in Sandy they could hit up. You know, they don't have to be in Grove, and that's what we want to do. If we get more people down here, the RP will grow. There's so much to do in the city. But people watch Polecat on YouTube and think, oh, I want to do that in Sandy. And we just have to change people's minds, which we can do. And freedom. There was my Scottish Braveheart speech there. Right. Is that everyone with the PTSs, yeah?
But if another PTS just pops in chat.
Just do a last 10-second call for PTS if anyone wants to.
While you're doing that, one more thing. There's you've probably noticed I've set a priority to pending in the city. Paul has came to me and says, "Do you want a quick test through of the manhunt scenario that we're talking about?" Basically, I'm going to put this out there. I've not asked top 5, so they can say yes or no to me, and it'll look like the bad guy if they say no. Whoever brings down the subjects, the arrest the subject, not kills, arrest the subject, can drive whatever car they want for the next 24 hours. Yay or nay?
That was not a very good response. I'm fine with it.
Oops.
Nice one.
I just need another top 5 to say yes.
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 So if you want to be involved in that, meet after we'll be doing it in the meeting room. Meet me at the parking area, and we'll go through it. And I'll release you.
Okay.
Yeah, PTSs.
Jose, let's do it again.
Okay, kind of forgot to my original point. If there's someone on 1144, you still need to do CPR on them. You don't just leave them dead and wait for EMS to get on scene. You need to actually give a fucking CPR to them, because I've seen this multiple times. I also talked to top 5 LAPD about it, but nothing has been done as of now. But just make sure you guys are doing bloody first aid at least to a 1144. And stop bullying me for my probation.
Give him another extra month. Okay,
Hashtag
next PTS. Marius.
Marius?
Oh no,
Put
I didn't mean
PTS.
to. Did I type? Oh. I guess he didn't want PTS, so I removed it.
Alright, Taylor.
Taylor.
Poke to stroke.
Just another point to add on to what Jose just said. There was a incident, I'm talking about just a SWAT here, not to everyone in IAP, but when you're clearing a building, make sure you clear the building fully, then proceed to do CPR, but still make sure to clear weapons and all that on the suspects. Seeing as there has been an incident not that long ago where I've had a firefighter come to me about it, complaining because an officer didn't even attempt CPR even though the bank was cleared. Just please make sure that you attempt CPR or provide medical care, even if they did try to kill you. It's, just realism, guys. Alright, that's all from me.
Yep, I'm just going to add on the back of that. I actually rendered aid to someone, and they were that used to the police in the city not stopping for them. He went AFK. And I staff kicked him because he wasn't responding to me. So can we please pick that up, because I don't want that to be the normal. That if you get ran down or you need help, the police just won't help you. It adds to your role play. I know you want to chase the bad guys and be the winner, but at the end of the day, we're role playing. We're not playing it. Well, we are playing a game, but we're not playing to win. We're playing to role play. So that's yeah.
John's gonna be the last PTS. John, you go talk there.
Alright, so extending off of the CPR. I think, I don't know, this is just my opinion, but after you check someone's pulse, I think the first thing you should do is check them, because I had an incident where someone, we had a suspect down, they had no pulse, and they attempted CPR, they did good, they brought him back to life. I'm not sure how realistic it was on their part, but after they got a pulse, they reached into their back pocket and killed 2 SWAT officers actually. So I just found that kind of astonishing. I'd like to bring that up.
I mean, let's put you see, when you're brought back to life, your brain's already pumping that much adrenaline through your body that if your heart starts beating again, you can do stuff quickly. I mean, I'm not medically trained, but I can see where that could be realistic in a way. It wouldn't happen every time, but it could be. But I get your point.
But yeah, just search the dead bodies.
Yeah, I mean, add into that, if the person's kind of shot, maybe a wound, you can try CPR, get some pulse back. But if the person is shot in the head and you do CPR and if it works and the person says, yes, it works, I get pulse back, come on, no, at that point, no. And if you got sniped in the head and you say, just hit my vest, no.
There's 5 signs of death. The head, completely off body. I'm not going to continue the joke, never mind. First
You're weird.
Alright. So,
okay, time for the big announcement.
Actually,
what? Ray, we're singing finish. I don't even know where I got Ray from.
Alright, any leftover PTS?
User joined your channel.
Alright, I'll take that as a no. Okay.
Watch that video. It's
okay. So I'm doing Proby
do the
promotions sergeants.
By the way, quick disclaimer before the promotions: not everyone in here may be promoted, but we got a good amount of promotions today. So
yeah, we have a lot.
Yeah, let's kick it off, Brady.
Okay, Proby to Patrol Officer, Justin S., Jimmy J. Then Patrol to Senior Patrol, Jack R., Jay Smith, Jay Sook. I think that's how you say his name. Senior Patrol to Corporal, Cody D. AMA, C. Hoonigan, S. Newton.
User was moved to your channel.
Corporal to Sergeant, Dave B. and D. Connor.
All right. What's it called? Ruben, you want to do sergeant to staff sergeant?
Yeah, I'll do the rest. So from sergeant to staff sergeant, we got Seth M, Michael D, and Taylor Gabriel. Staff sergeant to LT, we got Mason G. Lieutenant to captain, we got Richie N, and from captain to our newest commander is going to be Dom E. So congratulations to all you guys on your promotions.
And you guys can check the roster about 15 minutes after the meeting to see your updated call signs. We'll ping you.
Yeah, and
to
if your
check your
name was
updated call signs.
Your name was called, make sure you stay after.
Yeah.
Yeah, if your name was called, stay after. Otherwise, after this last announcement, you guys will be good to go. So, handing it over to our chief summons.
Good morning, good afternoon, guys.
There he is.
My
I noticed you come in. Hiya.
yeah. I
User
snuck
in
in.
your channel started recording.
I apologize for not being here early. Bit of an incident, so we'll make it. But currently, due to the situation down here, especially with the bushfires and the time of year that it is for me, I am going on reserves. So at this time,
User in your channel is recording.
is going to be promoted to Chief of Police, and Singh is coming out of reserves. So Singh will be your new full-time Assistant Chief of Police, and Ribib will be your Chief of Police. So please make them feel welcome. Please congratulate them. Please be really nice to them. Don't fuck them around too much.
Right. Well, for the ones that got promoted, if your name was called, please stay here. Rest of you.
Off you fuck. No, if you want to do the priority, it's active shooter thing. Just wait till we get through these promotions. I'll be 5-10 minutes. Maybe down at the parking lot outside at the side of the building.